Today, guys, it's your boy Dylan from Zanti Petrol here. You can't see the merch, but you know, we're always rapping. Today you find me sitting in the comfy, cute, I would say, good looking KIA Sonet 1 liter turbo. So the turbo variant is the new addition to the Sonet range, and it's my last day with it today. It's been a week, I think, now. And there's a lot of pros and a few cons. So it's a car which I've learned to live with, especially it being a mini crossover. I feel like these are the cars that we will be looking to buy more these days. When people are no longer into smaller cars, the market has shown that there's an increase in sales of crossovers and mini crossovers. So instead of getting your Kia Rio, you could be getting this. Instead of getting your Polo, you could be getting the T-Cross, which is a variant, which is what's this? It falls under the same category of this, which is the mini crossover. So I'm on the hunt for a mini crossover as I'm gonna be graduating soon. So I'm trying to find a car which would suit a graduate, price-wise, technology-wise, and overall youthfulness. So as I have on test now, the Kia Sonet Turbo is the first crossover which I'll be testing, and I've enjoyed having a crossover. It's way better than a normal sedan. So the competition this is going to be going against, from my side, I would put it against the Mazda CX-3, the Toyota Urban Cruiser, the Ford EcoSport, the Nissan Magnite, and the VW T-Cross, as I mentioned. Now the difference between all of this is the price differences, and with the Nissan Magnite being the cheapest, and I should have that on test next, if everything goes according to plan. And then the VW is the most expensive, but as I said, we'll have to be looking also at technology wise and preference wise. So if you're a brand loyal person, you'll go for the brand which you're loyal. For example, if you're a Toyota person, Toyota has the same thing as the Suzuki Breezer, and the Toyota Urban Cruiser has the same thing. Just depends on brand loyalty and what you believe in. But coming back to the main car which we're testing today, it will give you for a run for its money. It's worth it. It's really worth it. It saves fuel. I've been average, I think, 8.2 liters per 100 kilometers. City driving, highway driving. It's a car which has presence. Everywhere you go, people are looking. Maybe it's because of this two-tone color and everything, especially the honeycomb grill. It really does grab your attention. But then overall, the car is a different look, it's a different feel, and it's heading to the top of the mini crossover market. Because ever since I got this one on test, I cannot count how many I've seen on the road. So maybe it's just that thing, when you're used to something, you just keep on spotting it. But then yeah, overall, this is really something that you should be looking into if you really want to get a proper, reasonably priced mini crossover with lots and lots of tech. Obviously it doesn't have the lane assist, assistive braking, but it has the minimum which every car should have these days. ABS, hill assist, and a bunch of modes which I'll show in the video. So first of all, let's start with the infotainment system. It has Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, and it's a very easy system to use. Well integrated, and it's wirelessly, so you don't need the cable and all that. The only issue I experience is that from time to time I tend to leave the house with my router, but it really didn't work, because in order for you to connect to Apple CarPlay, you need the Wi-Fi of the car's Wi-Fi, so you can't really be connective in that way. But other than that, the system is very nice. Coming onto the normal Kia platform, which is very simple, have no complaints about it at all. It's very straight to the point. And also I like how when you change a song, it will give you the information right there, display what song you'll be playing if you go to it. So as you can see, currently it says we're in eco mode, just right there. And how do we do that? Just by pressing the drive button next to the traction button. Let's see, when you press the traction, also it's a different mode, but let's start with the drive. With the drive, we have our eco mode. If you press it again, it goes to normal, and we also have sport. There is a bit of differences with the sport. The car is a bit more aggressive, and you really feel it. When you come to the traction, it can select different traction modes depending on where you are. Snow, mud and sand and all of these things. You really do, it's not really an off-roading car, but they really do make a subtle difference into how the car reacts to whichever terrain you'll be on. Moving on to our steering wheel, we have mode, which is for media mode, the voice activated, the volume, you can change songs here. Overall, this is very plush. I like the fact that this is flat bottomed, it's very sporty, and the way it is with the red stitching coming on to also the interior. The interior we have in this car is leather with some red detailing, and they really look nice and very plush. Also, I just noticed this, like, look at this. A place instead of the seatbelts always being like this and just opening the door, you can actually put them here. Not bad. So coming to the pros and cons which I will give about this Sonet Turbo, is my pros are the looks. It actually looks different and appealing, even though it's a feminine look, but it really does appeal, it really does grab attention wherever you go. The comfort, especially like the leather seats, the seats is comfortable. I wouldn't say it's spacious, but it has enough space for you to be comfortable in and not feel cramped. The DCT transmission, the dual clutch is always a winner. I'm not a fan of the CVT, it's just too noisy. This really works well in this car, especially when you put the car into sport mode. It has that grunt and you feel like, I'm really in a sports car, even though you're not. So those are the pros, I feel like. Not forgetting the infotainment system. We don't have the best speakers. I'm not going to say the best, it's not branded speakers, but the quality in this is nice. Like it's really banging, no faults. Biggest con is the turbo lag. I keep on complaining about this, the turbo lag. And the mirror visors, they don't have a lid. I'll check your video now and show. There's no lid here, so whenever you open this you see yourself, and that really does not work well together. And I had a few people in the car, the child lock just doesn't let people at the back open the doors unless I have to unlock. So when you have people dropping them on and off, it gets tiring just to open and close. But it's a safety feature. It's you know, the nitty-gritties. And the last con is that there is no Type-C. Type-C for me, guys. We using Type-C, moving with the times. But yeah, let me know below what you think about this car. Looking forward to the next review. Thank you guys for the constant support. Let me know what you guys think. You know, we've been off YouTube for a while. I'm trying to get things back on track, you know, balancing the racing side and the review side. As our slogan is your one-stop site for everything cars, we're trying to get into everything. Be sure to follow us on Instagram for the reviews, MPH reviews. For the more action, you know, it is Mzansi Petrol Heads. For me, follow me on Instagram at Kilometre Petrol Head. Our website will be launching soon. It will be mzansipetrolheads.com. Be on the lookout for that, for more reviews and more about the events and what we're going to be up to as time goes. Till next time, guys, from me, thank you for the constant support. Love you guys. Peace out.